Let me start with a situation that might feel uncomfortably familiar. You're not broke, you're paying your bills. Your life looks fine from the outside, but somehow every few months it feels like your finances reset back to zero. You get a raise, and it disappears. You save for a while, then one decision wipes it out. You tell yourself, next year I'll be more serious about money. And the scary part? Nothing dramatic ever happened. No gambling, no wild spending spree, no financial disaster, just normal life. Here's the thing. Most people don't ruin their finances by being reckless. They ruin them during three very normal moments that don't feel dangerous at all. And if you don't recognize these moments while they're happening, they quietly undo years of progress. My name is Zack, and I spend way too much time thinking about why financially smart people keep ending up financially stressed. If you're someone who works hard, tries to be responsible with money, but still feels like you're not moving forward the way you should, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because today, we're talking about the three moments when people accidentally ruin their finances and how to fix them before real damage is done. Look, here's what most people don't realize. Financial failure usually doesn't come from stupidity. It comes from timing plus psychology. According to data from the Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank, over 60% of financial setbacks happen within 12 to 24 months of a positive life change. Not a crisis, a positive change. That's where it gets really interesting. Let's start with the most dangerous moment nobody warns you about. You make more money, a raise, a better job, a new client, a promotion. You finally feel like, okay, I can breathe now. And that feeling, that's the problem. Here's the thing. When income increases, your brain immediately switches from protection mode to permission mode. You tell yourself, I deserve this. I've been disciplined. This isn't irresponsible anymore. This is called lifestyle anchoring. Your expenses don't rise because you're careless. They rise because your brain wants your new normal to feel comfortable immediately. Let's say you get a $1,000 per month raise after tax. Sounds great. But then, $300 goes to a nicer apartment or mortgage, $200 to better food, $150 to subscriptions and convenience, $200 to lifestyle upgrades. $150 just disappears. Congrats, your raise is gone. And what's worse, your financial stress is now higher than before because your fixed expenses increased. This is why studies show that nearly 70% of people earning over $100,000 still live paycheck to paycheck. Income went up, margin didn't. Here's the rule that actually works. Lock your old lifestyle for 12 months after an income increase. Not forever, just long enough to build buffer. Automate at least 50% of the raise into emergency fund, debt payoff, long-term investing. Spend the rest guilt-free. This single rule is the difference between people who look successful and people who become financially stable. This one is sneaky. No crisis, no panic, just stability. Bills are paid, savings exist, nothing urgent, and that's exactly when people stop paying attention. Here's what most people don't realize. Your brain is terrible at managing slow risk. When nothing feels urgent, you stop. Reviewing accounts. Tracking spending. Rebalancing priorities. Asking, is this still worth it? Psychologists call this financial autopilot bias. You don't make a bad decision, you stop making any decisions. According to OECD data, households that don't actively review finances at least twice a year lose 1 to 3% of net worth annually to inefficiencies. Fees, unused subscriptions, bad insurance, inflation drift, it's death by 1,000 paper cuts. Set non-negotiable financial check-ins. One personal finance review every 6 months. One big picture reset every year. Put it on your calendar like a doctor's appointment, because ignoring money during good times is how people wake up years later wondering where everything went. This one hits a lot of smart people. You read books, you watch YouTube, you learn about investing, tax strategies, side hustles, and suddenly you want to optimize everything. Here's the thing. Optimization without stability is chaos. People start chasing higher returns, switching strategies constantly, over-leveraging, taking risks they don't emotionally understand. This is called complexity bias, the belief that more sophisticated equals better. A Vanguard study found that investors who changed strategies frequently underperformed simple, boring investors by 2 to 4% per year over 20 years. That's not small. On $100,000 invested, 7% versus 9% over 20 years equals hundreds of thousands lost. Not because of bad assets, because of bad behavior. Before optimization, earn the right to optimize. Checklist: 3 to 6 months of expenses in cash, stable income, low consumer debt, one simple, boring investment strategy. If you don't have those, complexity is not your friend. Notice something? None of these moments involve irresponsibility. They happen when things feel calm, things feel smart. That's why people don't see them coming. Your brain is wired to react to danger, relax during safety, overestimate control. Money requires the opposite: discipline during comfort, patience during progress, simplicity during confidence. That mismatch is why even intelligent, hardworking people struggle financially. If you want to stop accidentally ruining your finances, remember this. 1. Income increases are not permission slips. 2. Stability is not a signal to stop paying attention. 3. Complexity is earned, not unlocked. Do those 3 things consistently, and your financial life stops feeling fragile. If this video made you slightly uncomfortable, good. That means you're paying attention. Most people don't fail financially because they're lazy or bad with money. They fail because nobody warned them about the normal moments that quietly undo progress. This channel exists to help you avoid that. If you want calm, long-term, intelligent wealth, hit subscribe. We don't chase hype here, we build control. I'll see you in the next one.